Hey now guys, what is happening? Just wanted to quickly do a book review on this. I just finished it just now, literally like a minute ago, 2 minutes ago. I had to just set this up and bring this to you guys. Started the book yesterday, finished it just now. So one full day, I guess. 528 pages, guys. This book right here, 528 pages, volume 11 of the Avengers, the Evil Reborn. Really cool with Iron Man in the box there from that picture right down there. Yeah, guys, I'm amazed. There was like what 24 issues in this one book, and I was able to read it within a day or 2 days, depending on how you look at it. 1 to 2 days, we'll say. I broke it down into like 12 issues yesterday. I read 12 issues yesterday, 12 issues today. I read from 189 to 200 of Avengers. That's 12 issues yesterday. And then 201 to 209. And then the Avengers Annual 10, Marvel Premiere 55, and Tales to Astonish number 12. That's another 12. So 12 and 12, 24. You guys, I'm sure, know your math. So, whew, my brain is like gonna explode. I'm gonna like right now. But yeah, guys, that was 528 pages, and I just really enjoyed it. Really good stuff. A lot of the stories were written by David Michelinie. Some of the art initially was drawn by John Byrne, later by George Perez. Some people here and there pitched in, Jim Shooter, Bob Budiansky on the art, Gene Colan on the art, Jim Shooter on the writing, Bill Mantlo. Actually, let me tell you guys. Yeah, so Stephen Grant actually wrote like 189, 190. Then David Michelinie jumped in from 191 to 205, and then they had like Danny Fingeroth and Bob Budiansky pitching in like 207, 208. And we had George Perez on art. We had Sal Buscema on the artwork on issue 193, Arvell Jones on 192. I'm going backwards. But George Perez pretty much did all the art. What was it? John Byrne did like 181 to 191, 181 and 191. And then George Perez swooped in and did a lot of the majority of the artwork. Yeah, Jim Shooter, Bob Layton, who else? Danny Fingeroth, J.M. DeMatteis. Chris Claremont did the writing on the annual. Just a whole lot of people. Don Newton, Michael Golden, who also worked with Claremont on the art in the annual. I mentioned it already, guys. The Carol Danvers story in 200 with Marcus Immortus. I don't need to go into that. Her return with the annual 10, which also coincides with the first appearance of Rogue. Rogue's first appearance is in this volume. The first appearance of Taskmaster is in this, which is 195 of Avengers, going into 196. What else? They fight Red Ronin. Actually, let me go back. So 189 basically has Hawkeye leaving the Avengers because he's jealous of the Falcon, who eventually leaves the team himself because he's like, oh, I'm the token black in the team, and nobody really wants me here. But 189 basically has Hawkeye taking a job as head of security at Cross Technological Enterprises, CTE, and takes on Deathbird. Yeah, that Deathbird, the Shi'ar queen, princess, whatever she is, Lilandra and Deken's sister, basically. That one. Then 190, 191 was, what was it? Oh yeah, they fought this creature. It was really Grey Gargoyle. But Grey Gargoyle, he turns Iron Man and Daredevil to stone, but somehow the Avengers managed to beat him. That was cool. Then in 192, 193 was a two-parter where Iron Man and Wonder Man go to Pittsburgh and fight this dude called Inferno, which is just, oh, actually, no, that was a pretty sad one, Inferno. This dude knocks this other dude into this vat of chemicals and fire and shit, and he becomes this monster. All he wants is an autograph from Wonder Man, and this dude pays the price because the boss says, you got to kill this guy, and yeah, it's really actually kind of sad. What's weird is the guy who fell into the vat in 192, he's white, and then in 193, he's black. It's the same character, but I don't know. One minute he's a white guy, the next minute he's a black guy. Inferno, that's the character, and then Wonder Man and Iron Man have to defeat him. This all takes place in Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Then 194, 5, and 6 is a three-parter, which includes, which is Taskmaster. 197, 198, 199 is Red Ronin, three-parter where the Avengers fight Red Ronin. 200, of course, that anniversary issue involving Carol Danvers. And then, yeah, 201 through 209 is pretty much a mishmash of things. 201 is a solo issue. That's one where Jarvis has the vacuum cleaner. But it's the aftermath of their fight with Marcus Immortus. 202 and 203, I think, what was that? I'm drawing a blank now. I think those were like, they were one-off issues, stories. 204, 205 had the Yellow Claw, and he was very, I read him like very stereotypical Asian, like, hello, I'm Yellow Claw, because that's how it just felt like when I was reading it. Then 206, 7, and 8, we had Gene Colan on art, which was really cool. What was it? God, it was really cool. But I can't, it escapes me, guys. It's late right now. And then 209, you know what it was? I forgot. Okay, just read the book, guys. It's cool. 209, it was really cool. They went back in time. That's right. So Vera, this is 209. A Skrull kills Vera Cantor, who was Hank McCoy's ex-girlfriend from way back in the X-Men days. And then he has Beast, Wonder Man, Vision, and Scarlet Witch go back in time to 1348 and then 1945 to find this resurrection stone, which is supposedly going to save Vera, but he, Skrulls, you can't trust Skrulls. Beast makes a sacrifice there, but Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four says, I think I can help Vera. We don't need any stinking resurrection stone. Hold on, guys. I have the book right here. Why can't I'm trying to be slick and clever here. Forgive me. I'm trying to just know everything off the top of my head. 206. Okay, here it is. Oh, yeah, Fire in the Streets. Okay, so this is the one, guys. 206, right on the right side. This dude, Pyron, the Thermal Man. Really lame. Yeah, that's a two-parter. 206 and 7 is just Pyron. Couldn't they think of a better name for a character? But Gene Colan's artwork, really awesome. Not as good as the stuff in the 60s and 70s, but in the 80s, I dig it. It's really cool. Oh yeah, 207, that's where they fight the Shadow Lord. Actually, supposedly they fight the Shadow Lord. You think like the Shadow Lord is a bad guy, but it turns out he's actually a protector, and he's supposed to fight. The Shadow Lord is supposed to fight this dude, the Berserker, who is like this insane fella, who's like an assassin, but he's also like a god, kind of. I didn't understand this. I don't know why I kept thinking about Vandal Savage from DC. Like around this point, 1979, 80, 81, I felt like a lot of Marvel and DC kept switching ideas because a lot of the writers and stuff were switching to both companies and whatever, but this was really like not a good period for characters. Pyron, Inferno. It's like, it could be a generic C-level villain in either Marvel or DC, fought by the Avengers or the Justice League. Like there's no difference here. Yeah, so that was that. And 209, like I said, is the Skrull trying to get Beast to do his bidding. And then of course, Annual 10, Carol comes back and says, you fucking motherfuckers, Avengers, you guys betrayed me. I hate you, but I forgive you. And then there's just that big speech that she gives. And I remember tearing up when I read it when I was reading Ms. Marvel Volume 2. Same stuff. By the way, the Avengers Annual 10 is a triple dip. You can get that in the X-Men Volume 8, I, Magneto, Volume 2 of Ms. Marvel, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, and Volume 11 of Avengers, The Evil Reborn. So 3 opportunities, guys, to read this annual. It's actually pretty good. You get the X-Men appear, Xavier, Spider-Woman, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Rogue's first appearance when she was bad, Mystique, all those people, Blob, Pyro, Destiny, Avalanche, they're all part of that. And then we get Marvel Premiere 55, which has Wonder Man going solo against the Magia, and then Tales to Astonish number 12, which is material from. Basically has Vision choosing between saving a president, I guess a Central American or South American president from being assassinated, or a guy having a heart attack, and he has to choose. He saves them both there. I say it's a very small story, guys. It's only like 5 pages long, 5 or 6 pages. Anyway, that's this in a nutshell, guys. I just pretty much told you 528 pages worth of stories, 24 issues wrapped up in this volume. $49.99, guys. $50 for this book, but it's well worth it at 528 pages. I read it in a day, guys. Literally started it yesterday, finished it today. So that's the Avengers, guys. Yeah. And so now I will show you guys my next book that I will read is